Welcome. In this video, we are going to work on presenting the template to the user. And we said Django works on the model view template. We did not add any database, so we did not work on a model. But we have worked on a view and we have two functions. The first function is the compare faces, which is supposed to compare the images. And the second function is supposed to present the templates to the user, and we give the user the form to fill out. So the user will be able to upload image 1 and image 2 to our form. So once we have a view, we also need a URL. Once we have a view, we need a URL. So in our urls.py, we need to tell Django that we have a view that we want you to represent to the user. So here we just need to import the URLs function. So we say from Django.urls we import path. And now we also need to import our views. You remember this is our views and we created several functions in here. So we need to import the functions and provide a URL for each function. So we say from dot import views. So we are saying from the current path that our urls.py file that we are in is import a file there called views. So we are importing our views. Then we say URL patterns TTE URL patterns should be equal to square brackets. Then we import path. We open brackets, and this path should be user/upload/forms, comma. Then we imported views. So views dot, what was the name of the function that was supposed to present the template to the user? It was the template function. Then a comma will come. We need to give a name to this URL route, and we can name this URL route upload. That is it. We can view our URL route and see what is going to happen. And remember, we had a project urls.py file, and the link to that was face detection. Let me explain this over again. The project is like our house. The application is like a room in the house. So if someone comes to the gate of our house and knocks on the door and they want to do face detection, so the person will knock, hello, good morning, I want to do face detection. When the security man, which is our project urls.py file, sees that it is face detection they want to do, the security man will just send them to our face ID application. And inside our face ID application, we have a urls.py file. So when you come to our face ID application, we have a urls.py file here. The security man for our project will send the user here. When the user comes, then this urls.py pattern tool will also ask, what do you want to do? I want to upload forms. Then we will present the user with this particular view. The view is template function, and inside our views we have a template function here. The template function is supposed to take a request, provide the user with a form. When the user uploads images, we give the images to our compare faces function here. Then we do the comparisons, then we pass the results back to the user, and we present the user with a form.html template. That is basically all that we are doing. So we have been able to link our URL file to a view, and the view is also linked to a template. So now we can go ahead and write some HTMLs for our templates. So with HTML, we just need to bring our doc type, HTML, we bring our HTML tag, then we have the head, inside the head we have title. The title will be just compare faces. Then we will move on to the body. So from the head we move on to the body. Then inside the body we can bring an H1 tag and we just write face detection 4. Then we need to present the user with a form. So we create form, and the form should pass a method. The method that we are passing here, which should be a post request. Then since we are uploading files, we need the end type, which should be multi-part form data. Then inside our form, we need to do a CSRF token. In Django, you need to add this if you are making a post request. So CSRF underscore token. Once that is done, we need to pass the form. So we can pass the form here. Then we have to add a button to the form as well. So we add a button. Then that button, the type will be submit. Then the button, we just say compare faces. Then remember, you are also passing something to the template called results. So we need to check if there is a result being passed. So we check if we have results. If there is results, we pass the results, let's say H2. Then we pass the value in that result. So results. We need to end the if statement. So we end if there is a result, we pass the result to this template. Remember, the function for this template is what? The template function. The template function, we are passing a result. That is, if the user submitted a form, we pass the form to compare faces. Compare faces gives us a result. We store it here, then we pass it to the template. So we are just saying in the template that if there is a result passed, we want you to pass the result here. It's supposed to be results, not results. We pass the result here and we display the results to the user. And also in the form, we said the method is what? Post. In the function, again, we were looking for if a request method is what? Post. So if we are creating a form in our template, the method is supposed to be post so that the user can make what? A post request, then we receive it at the other end. So let's go and start our server. Let me clear this. You simply need to move into your bio folder and move into where you have your manage.py file. Then you run Python manage.py run server. Then you hit enter. I'm currently in PowerShell, so you can do that. Then once we have the server up and running, forget about the error. It's about migrations. We are not using any database, so we don't have a problem. We just click on this link, then we open it. When we open the link, we are going to get this. Django is telling us that we made a request which has a method of get to this particular URL, that is our server. Now, we have this admin and face detection routes. You remember I told you when you go to the building, when you come to our house, you need to knock. So we are currently knocking. But where we are knocking, we don't have the security man, which is the bio.urls file. Does not know anyone in this building who is supposed to give us this request that we are making. Let's go to our project URLs file so that you see what I am talking about. This is our project folder. This is our project urls.py file. Take a look at the URLs that we have. We have admin and face detection. Let's go back to our browser. We have admin and we have face detection. So the security man is asking us, what do we want to do? We are only saying we want to visit 127.0.0.1 on port 8000. He also doesn't know who that is. He doesn't know that we have a particular room inside our building known as 127.0.1 on port 8000. So we need to visit this particular route, face detection. We need to tell him that we want to visit face detection. So we simply add /face detection. Now, when we say /face detection, what it means is that we are moving into, there was a space, /face detection. When we say /face detection, what it means is that where should he point us to? When we say /face detection, we want to visit our Face ID applications, our urls.py file. So let's go to our face detection application, the folder. This is our face detection application folder, the urls.py file in that folder, and that place to, there is no route that we have made mention in our browser to visit. We are just saying we want to visit face detection. When you get to the room, what do you want in that room? What we want in that room should be users/upload/forms. So we copied this, we go back to our browser, we have visited our house, we have asked the security man for face detection. We are currently at face detection, so we need to tell face detection what we want. So we do / then user/upload/forms. You hit enter. Now it is giving us an error. It is saying cannot access local variable result where it is not associated with a value. Result. So the error is on the views.py line 49. Let's go and take a look at views.py inside our application line 49. So on line 49, we are trying to pass results here. So initially, if there is no result, we were passing a none. Okay, so this is where the error is coming from. Remember, we are passing results, but this is supposed to be results instead of results. Because in the template, we are calling results, not results. So once we have done that, let's reload again. And great. We now have a template for the user to upload image 1 and image 2. And a button to compare the faces. So these templates that we created, the compare faces, face detection form, this is our form and the result. The form here that we are passing in here, we are getting it from the view, and the view we were passing what? Form. And where is the form? The form is the image upload form, and the image upload form is in forms.py, and it has two fields, image 1 and image 2. So when